Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so. I am so excited to release another episode of Mr. Ash Mufareh's speech. This particular one is very sentimental, and every single statement that he made here is so very important. What we are having and experiencing right now and what's ahead of us are truly out of the generosity and commitment of the entire ONPASSIVE team. We are very special, and we are experiencing greatness. Thank you to our ONPASSIVE team. This is a definitely must-watch episode, and if you loved it like the way I do, please share this episode with the people in your community. Many questions are answered here. Let's connecting the dots, my friends. Here is Mr. Ash Mufareh, the founder and CEO of ONPASSIVE.
Definitely, Julie. Thank you so much. Yeah, I never get tired of talking about our team, our family, my people, and they're hard at work day and night. So I think we should acknowledge there's extra effort. There is lots of pressure, a positive one, because we want to meet the challenges and the responsibility. There's a sense of accountability, but the one that stands out, pride and confidence. It stands out to the point where, like, we are in business, we're talking about every item, and we address knowingly that it's a matter of time. Like, okay, it's a something tiny. Once we are over it, we know we're bringing something historical. We're making something that will definitely make a big difference. But I'm going to add something to what I said today. So there is pride, there is a sense of we can do it, confidence, we're doing something unique and remarkable. There is that. But also how I feel about all of that, I feel for the first time we have cultivated a sense of greatness, and we are bringing up something that will make a change. Let me talk to you about greatness. What I mean by that, you haven't done anything great in your life as a leader until you have changed someone's life. The reason I haven't had a presentation since 2018, you may wonder. Today I can tell you, I didn't have a PowerPoint presentation. Did I? Never. I did it. I put the seed out there. It worked perfectly. Then I said, I'm not going to talk. I'm going to walk the walk. Once we're done, we can celebrate. Now I can talk to you. We will be doing the presentation, because I'll tell you what, greatness, or to do something great, is not about a great conference or throwing a show or a presentation. Oh man, they look so good on stage. But everybody where they are, nobody has improved a bit. Wow, wonderful presentation, and it's not great until it has changed somebody's life. Literally. What a wonderful book. It's not a good book, needless to say, great book, until it has changed or impacted somebody's life completely. And leaders, they start that journey to greatness. They're the triggers, the initiators. But the people who they change their life, their followers, are the center point of their greatness. And this is how I feel. I feel we just started the preparation for that greatness. And now you're going to see by the thousands, if not by the tons, of lives are changing. That's why I feel so great about what we're doing, and a sense of greatness all over ONPASSIVE. Wonderful. So when somebody tell you, oh, wow, wonderful presentation, wonderful, event, it's not great until you've changed somebody's life totally. And now I can tell you, we're going to throw some good presentations. And they will be great. But after we walk the walk. And for that, I give you credit. You initiated the process. Julie, thank you. I'm going to talk to you frankly and openly. We're public, and let this be out in the public. Let me ask you a question. Would you like me to impress you with a good shenanigan? Okay, I'm just hypothetically asking that question. But please answer me if you could. Just a beautiful, attractive pay structure that I wish to give, okay, but be acceptable by the regulators. And then we will be fixing, repairing. Or do you like to sacrifice that curiosity, the details, okay, and trust the company that they will give us the best of their ability, complying and staying friends with the regulators so we can stay here in business for long term? So do you want a quick fix as well, a quick crash, or do you want something for life? That you go to sleep, you go to vacation, you come back, you're gonna have a company. Which one do you want? Sustainable. All right, of course. So if you are real about business, if you're real about your business, if you're real about ONPASSIVE longevity and the success of us / humanity in general, accomplishing something that has never been possible until today, if you're genuine about that, please leave it up to the company and our team, legal teams. And I can say now publicly, they're not going to like it, but I die for my truth, okay? I don't care. We have several teams, legal teams, multiple law firms, different locations, different regions, working around the clock. They worked on Sunday, they worked on Saturday last week, tirelessly, to make sure we are compliant and get a clearance, and nobody will ever come question what we're doing. You want that solution, or you want something that you thought it worked, or something you're familiar with? Because if that worked, we wouldn't be having this conversation. So if that doesn't work, you should trust us doing it the way it works. For compliance, we do it legally, that we stay in business for as long as you live or we live. You don't want this to be another cycle. We haven't been working 5 years and being beaten up every day multiple times just to come out and like the next day, crack our neck. No, we have to make sure failure is not an option, period. We don't take chances. We will not take a chance. We will do it. But if you allow me to say something in line to what we've addressed with Julie, trust our intelligence, our heart, and have confidence in that, and leave it up to us, okay? We will thrill you. When I propose something that multiple lawyers have to scratch their heads, some of them 27 experience, 35 years of experience, when they have to, oh, let me read the book and go back. You have done something wild, okay, that they have to check. It's not something, okay, black and white. It's ingenious, but is it legal or nothing? So it's not a twist. It's just, I'm giving them what they want, but at the same time, I want to brag about how generous we are. It pleases me, that greatness, to change the lives. But if you're just going to talk to me about money, I'm talking not now, like in general, like in the future. If you're going to be presenting ONPASSIVE, hello, I'm an ONPASSIVE. If you want to make money, if you want to make this much commission, this is how it costs and all of that, don't talk to me, okay? Not my friend. Why? Because it's harmful, it's going to damage the journey. That's not what we're working on. It's a big part of the game, but it's not the main thing, and it's not the only thing. Ethics, integrity comes before. Meaningful process that is like productive or giving a value to everybody involved, that is more important. Money, yes, important, but not the only thing and not the main thing, not the first thing. And you have to consider there are much bigger values before money. Okay? If you don't have a meaning to what we're doing, and it's just like, big money happening for a short time, it's not meaningful. I wouldn't spend a day working on this project just because of monetary element. Needless to say, I will do it or die. That's impossible. I'm not going to do it or die just for money. Not for me, not for you. Because you have every right to doubt what I'm telling you until you reach your wildest dreams of financial status, and then you will tell me if money was the most meaningful thing in your life. I have no denial that it does give you options. It is powerful. It's insanely useful. But it doesn't bring you happiness or meaning, or it doesn't set you on purpose in life. There are much greater values in life than just money. Yet, there is money in ONPASSIVE, and we're the only company that I'm talking to you, I'm giving you more products, more features, disruptive. How could you, it's insane to compare. So, no question, we will be the most generous. We will give you something will never happen, I guarantee. And if I know somebody else will do it, I will revamp the whole thing to compete with that, because I want to be the biggest giver. It amuses me. I love it. I'm intrigued by being the most generous company, the most humanitarian, over how much we made as a company. Which one do you think Ash Mufareh would like more? Takes a genius or like 3 nights thinking, sleeping on it? No. We'd rather to be the most generous, impactful, meaningful company, valuable over the richest company. We would take, without thinking, generating wealth for others, businesses, individuals, charities, organizations, nonprofits, schools, you name it, to help them cultivate that wealth and maximize it to the highest potential over us being in that category. I wouldn't think about it. So, if you didn't give that, you will never get, no matter not what number I tell you, what percentage I tell you, it's not going to please you. because you're going to have a number or a scenario in your mind or some calculations or, and if it's not exactly like that, it will disappoint you. So the answer, I am disappointing you. So don't be stuck by the details. Leave it to the experts, to us. You're not going to get this deal. Nobody will cut this deal for you. No one. But if you're going to talk to me about percentage and pennies and peanuts and all of that, you're not getting the point. I found a way to be compliant, but the challenge is to be unlimited. Try to read the next 30 seconds, and if one of you get it, that's enough for me. I've accomplished something today. I'm going to take you back 2-3 years back, and I talked about how do I evaluate an ideal business. And I said, if it's not unlimited, I wouldn't do it. If it's not fun, I think I listed like 12 different pillars. If a business doesn't have them, I wouldn't touch that business. I wouldn't look at it. And I found a way to keep it unlimited, not to compete. And there is a benefit for us to win-win, to work together. I hope you can read that. So I thought, it's your business. You can give out whatever you want. You can give away. I don't want to keep anything. It looks there is a corrupted system. I'm not saying in a specific country. All over. They stick their nose into your business. It's your wealth. It's your business. It's your revenue. You find a way to do it. That's already a challenge. But they give you a hard time. They aggravate you for the way you want to use your money. All right? Cannot piss off that book. So you got to play by the book. Not that it's easy, but also keeping the unlimited factor, the generosity, the uniqueness, the authenticity, all of the good qualities. It is ironic how after all of this experience in life, you get to understand human behavior more. Is none of us here would see things. It's hard. It's a very advanced level when you see things totally subjective and stripped away from your own emotions or benefits or that it has any connection with you. It's hard. Most people will start from within, outside, and everything goes back and forth to self. That's how people understand things. And if things, no matter how good they are, how fair they are for them, but when they go a little bit offline, they see, well, Christy is getting ahead of me. Just human nature, they get alarmed by that. And they would do anything to compete. So competition could be destructive within. I've seen many companies, they create their own, or they dig their own grave by having a sense of competition. Okay? So the other day, the team made a mistake and they said, enter the competition or something. I said, whoa. There's no competition in ONPASSIVE. It's surprise, it's giveaway about you too. Take that away from your vocabulary, okay? No competition, all right? Competition is not about how better you can get, how much you can produce, how valuable you can be, or how value you can add to others. Competition is about you being ahead, even if you're making less or earning less or achieving less than the others. So competition could be really destructive and negative. So I am delicately aware and working to make sure that we work together as a family. And if you don't win, I don't win as well. You follow me? And I don't mean Ash company owner. No, I mean any of us. So we only win together. And if you lose, I lose too. So if I tie up our winning relevantly together, then I think we'll always wish good to each other and will not try to harm or throw a stone in somebody's steps, or you know what I'm talking about. You don't try to trip somebody just because you want to be ahead of them or because they're getting ahead of you. So that is dangerous. So there's a big challenge. How can I create a model where people work together? They only grow together. If we lose, we all lose. Okay, so be careful with that. So we work as a one united big family. And if that model succeeds, I think global leaders and kings and presidents could take a lesson with us, how to unite their population. I'm not saying we did it, but that's what we strive for, hopefully. You leave it up to us. You leave it up to the experts. And one of the things we said on 360 today, the confidence and the traction over time, we became bold, okay, due to the the advancement and the team and the progression. All that experience builds you up, it strengthens your bone. Now I understand you probably think it's gonna get harder and it's bigger to do. I can tell you it's much harder in the beginning because you're like unknown and people don't know who you are and you haven't done much. You didn't change lives yet. And people have every right to doubt you or be skeptical about what you're offering. So, and then there's so many arrows are thrown at you daily. You have no idea how brutal it is. It's really brutal, okay, daily. So I hope you can get some of what I'm telling you. If we were able to stand tall and keep our chin up in the past 5 years with all that resistance, it's much, much, much easier to get ahead and advance upward and forward, onward, because of who we are now, who we have on board, and the knowledge and the experience we've gained, okay, and what's around us, what the accomplishments. So we created that body, that brand, and I think if we were able to hold up in the past, it's going to be more possible, more doable for us together to stay stronger as we go ahead. You can almost touch it, smell it, feel it. You're not going to look back. You know it's there. You can really be very confident. You will do it. You can make it. I hope that makes sense to you. The analogy is probably more probable, I'm going to say this, to quit in earlier stages. because the risk is higher and the gain is still in progress. Now, when you have less risk and more gains, you're more powerful, it's a done deal. So don't look back. So being engaged is a big thing. Like if you go a month and come back, it feels, you could feel lost probably. Okay. In a month time on passive at this stage, so much can happen in a month. So I advise everybody to be involved and engaged, and think of ways how you're gonna utilize the products, the technologies, and I add to it the income to the betterment of your life and those who are around you. Plug in your mask first. All right, you put your mask first. So I would plan how to utilize that. I'll be engaged, and I will try to be in it all the way. I will not miss a product or a project or an idea with ONPASSIVE. I wouldn't use it fully. I would learn. There's so much information. We come here, we chat, we try to have fun because it's long. We want to keep it light, not formal. But you can walk away with so much information. So I would not lose the process. I would be engaged. I will not miss out on any product or opportunity or value. I would not miss out on the full potential, whether it's education or the utilization of the products and services. In the meantime, once you are comfortable within your own capacity, go the extra mile to those who are around you. What can you do? How could you revisit your dream when you were in the 4th grade, in the 5th grade, like you thought something exotic, but it's impossible. Revisit, rethink, it's possible, and talk to somebody. Openly and say, is this possible? It doesn't have to be technology. You could talk about reinventing the cookies industry. I mean, you could, anything, okay? But there is potential in every one of us that we die and we don't fully use it. So make it a goal to unleash your potential to maximum capacity, to maximum impact, not just for yourself, but to as much as people you can impact, as many people you can impact around you or globally. And make sure you leave a legacy. Make sure you are not just a number who comes and passes. Calculate your life. What's your age? What's your lifespan? What percentage could you be in? 30%, 40%, 50%? There's an expiration date coming for sure, I guarantee. How can I be the best possible me? How could I really give out the best? Thinking, I'm right now sitting here, this is my last day, I'm checking out, what's my balance? What did I do? Looking back, is it embarrassing? Is it something proud? How could progressing? Yeah. So make sure you're proud, of your achievement when you check out. We're gonna all check out. I couldn't agree with you any more. We're in a perfect place. I don't want us to be a step further. It's perfect where we are, organic. We were able to build up the culture and that loyalty. It doesn't come overnight. It's a process, and I think the bond, that something need to mature organically, and it takes time, and that is also priceless along the way, beside the business dealing. So it's good. It's taken this progression, this space. So it's perfect where we are today. I wouldn't want to be behind or further. It's perfect where we are, and I wouldn't wish to be directed or gearing to a better dimension or direction than where we are today. I just loved where we are, where we come from. It's amazing. That's what made us. I'm at ease, with peace, with everything, and even more excited about what yet to come, what's ahead of us. I wouldn't change it. I wouldn't swap it. I wouldn't modify it. I love it. It's perfect.